Hello? Hello, chat. Hello, Dragon Gus. What is this heart button? What does this do? Oh. That's what it does. What's up, Google Docs? Thank you for being there for all my script writing. I appreciate it, buddy. Hello, Fitz. Bubba and I won, true. Hello, Copy Pasta. Red Deck Masked. Oh my god. The hearts are going crazy, bro. You guys might notice the brand new YouTube member badges that get a little more zorbified the longer you've become a member. Isn't that crazy? It was a banger today, thank you. I know this stream is a little later than usual, but I woke up at like 1:30 p.m. Because of my telescope, I have a tendency to go to bed at 3 in the morning now, so... You ready for the new chapter in years? I am. Did you hear about the Oshinoko stuff? Yes, I have. I haven't read it, the manga, so I'm not gonna say anything about it, but it's funny. Because the chapter Reignite Your Flame for the Hawks first twice video? Maybe, yeah. How you make that Zorbus model? I did not. This is not even Zorbus. This is a different cat entirely. What's up, Bite Stubble? Video day was banging, thank you. It's a video, so like, I feel like this with pretty much every video, but I feel like it could have been better. It's kind of just the nature of being on a weekly video schedule, right? You know, I always feel like I could do better, but I think for what it is, it came out okay. Like, I've been rewatching ReZero Arc 3, and then I've been looking back at my, Morality of Subaru video, and I'm like, damn, there's so many more things I might have been able to include, but... Unfortunately... Making a video every week, you gotta sacrifice something, so... Speaking of sacrificing, this is what I've been staying up at 3 in the morning for, dude. I took this picture of the moon last week. Fucking phenomenal picture. My best yet. This was, like 99% full or something. 99.9% full. Because I didn't feel like going out on the night of the full moon because I had to work that day, so... You could do it with a Samsung and a plate. Yeah, the Samsung do be, artificially generating pictures of the moon. I always keep an eye out for you posting cool telescope photos and hobbies. You should check out the astronomy thread in the media discussion, because I moved it somewhere else. The hobbies chat's for all the gardeners now. The moon looks beautiful? True! Will we ever get a video on the ReZero tarot cards? Yeah, actually, I have it vaguely lined out, and it's just sitting there. I think I'm waiting for, like, higher quality pictures of the cards to come out, but if it takes too long, I might just do it anyway. Did you watch the new JJK season? No, but I've read it, so... My initial thoughts on Season 2, without having seen the entire episode yet, is that it looks way better. I am not Lachlan. This is the finale on the conflict. It's likely the penultimate of the conflict. It could be the finale, and Hori could shove the finale to later, but we'll see. What's up, Astral Joker? You know, I've been playing, this game on Steam. I got it for $4. It's called Halls of Torment. It's like a Diablo-esque game. And it's got like the Diablo 2 art style, like the really like low-res, low-poly style. Where you're just like getting really strong and killing a bunch of shit. Dude, oh my god, it's really fun. I had to like stop playing it so I could finish the video last night. Do you think Hornet will stick the landing next chapter? Hopefully. I mean, we'll see. I don't know. I don't even know what video I'm gonna make next week. I've had like a few ideas floating around in my head. Probably not MHA related. Will you ever love MHA the way you used to? No, probably not. See, I was thinking about making a video that was like how to get into ReZero. And this is like the third time I've tried to start working on it, and every time I get so bored. It's such a boring video to make. So like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Media literacy class win? Maybe eventually. I've been slacking hard on that. Are you gonna do JJK videos to get those season 2 views? Maybe. Push the power scaling button. Yeah, I'm a huge power scaler. Where's the Bubba effect on the stream thumbnail? Damn, that would have been a good idea. How is the jump rating going? Yeah, it's fine, I guess. Make a video on colored people on MHA. Yeah, what was Takachon cooking with that one? Wait, let me get that tweet again. That shit was crazy, bro. Where is it? We were just talking about it in my Discord. Hang on. There it is. I got it. Okay. Dude. What the fuck? It's the fact that both Mina and Curious have colored skin, have black eyes, and have both traumatized Ochako and Toga with their very public assumptions. What the fuck is this? Holy. This was very real, Lockwood, I promise. This was very real. The two MHA fans left watching Shonen and Chill are gonna jump ship as soon as they hear your voice. Godspeed, Essa. Yeah, true. That's pretty true. I left it, Sean. Let him cook, question. What's even crazier is that this tweet was up for an hour. Like, holy shit, man. Like, you, like, really full sent it, huh? Full sent it. Went to go take a shower, like, went to go eat breakfast. Didn't even think about the consequences of this. So funny, man. What a great tweet. What is this tweet? It's a good one, man. Peak tweet. She doubled down? Did she? That's funny. That's even funnier. Deku is not in love with Bako. Deku is straight. The real answer is, who cares? What POV do you think we're switching to after Toga and Ochako's wrapped up? I feel like Hori might save Deku vs Shigaraki for last. We might switch to some, like, Class A reject. I'm going to delete, but I know I'm right, was basically her response. Wow, that is very interesting. Very interesting tweet. Oh, I forgot about Aizawa, actually. Yeah, you might be right. It could be Aizawa. What do you think is the worst pre-PLW arc? Joint training, maybe? Joint training or PLE are probably fighting down there in the... at the bottom of the rung. What's left? Aizawa and Kurogiri. Some Sero shit, I guess. I don't know. Some Aoyama shit that I'll probably, like, skim. Iron Might. And then Deku vs Shigaraki. Dude. Wow. We're, like, actually coming to the end. Isn't that kind of crazy? Like, we've always known it's coming, right? Like we've always known that we're going towards the end, but now it's like here. It's actually arriving. Who cares about Sero? True. Our liberation is at hand. Oh shit. Congratulations on 8 months, dude. You're only 2 months. Not 2 months. I can't do math. You're only a few months away from the 1-year badge. Yeah, I don't know why I thought there was a badge at 10 months, but there's not. It's I think it's like 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, and then like 6 month, and then a year or something? I don't remember. Where even is Sero? He probably didn't even show up, to be honest. New anniversary spread and magazine cover. Yeah, he should just, like, say no. They should be like, hey, you want to do new anniversary spread? And he should just be like, no, I'm good. Hori could kill Sero and I'm convinced no one would notice. Man, you gotta be real, okay? There's gonna be SeroFucker42 on Twitter, @Horikoshi, telling him to kill himself because of what he did to Sero. And you know it. And then they're gonna get 75 quote retweets. And then they'll start getting quote retweets from SeroFucker44 that'll be like, you know, I think they have a good point. And then it'll just sort of end. Sero has been dead for X days. Don't expose my alt account like that? My bad, bro. Now that you mentioned it, where the fuck is Sero? Man, who cares? Really, man. I unrealistically think there are at least 44 Sero fans, my bad. You know what's crazy is that Sero is gonna get like one cool page, and that people on Twitter are gonna be like, Hori's capability to make someone an A-tier character with just one page is unrivaled. It's unprecedented in Weekly Shonen Jump. Just like they did with Aoyama, bro. Oh my god. Aoyama got one like fucking F-tier arc and people were like, it's crazy how one chapter can make Aoyama A-tier. And I was like, dude, if Aoyama breaks your A-tier, your A-tier is real bad. It's real tough. Glad you can make it in time for the stream. How you doing? I'm doing alright, man. Aoyama's a top 10 character. Was that what it was? I thought it was A-tier. I mean, it might have been both, honestly. If Aoyama is a top 10 character, then My Hero Academia's cast is so far gone. Real fans are waiting for the mustard sweep. The only thing mustard is sweeping is the fucking floors at Burger King. People were saying he was top 5 in 1A. Jesus Christ. Do you think he's top 10 in Class A? I mean, probably by technicality, because Class A is not very good. We're talking about Aoyama when we have the Bubba effect in motion, because we haven't started the chapter yet, Bubba. This is the pre-game. This is the preamble. Tarnish was gassing up Invisible Girl in the trailer. Chill on Tarnish. He's just misguided, okay? Jesus Christ. Dude, you just had to be there on Twitter when the cliffhanger dropped of Invisible Girl being the traitor. You just had to be there to see everyone go, you know what? This actually makes a lot of sense. And actually, I think it really fits thematically about her being invisible, blah 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 blah. And the next chapter it was Aoyama, and they were just like, you know, this actually makes a lot of sense. It really fits into the themes. Didn't the cliffhanger link on TikTok too? Yeah, that was the weird part. That was the only time that's happened. I was one of them? I'm sorry to hear that, Chill. I think I've healed mentally after dropping MHA and latching onto ReZero. See? That's how it's done, dude. That's how you get better. Man, that was such a fucking funny night. Oh, man. Great week to be an MHA hater. That shit was so funny. I got into a fight with Pineapple last week over Iron Mite. Yeah, I saw. Unfortunately, that one somehow slipped through my muted terms. So, I had to rectify that. When are you gonna read the chapter? Probably soon. You turned your Discord into MHA Rehab, I'm sick. I mean, yeah, dude. You gotta get with the times, you know? It started as an MHA server, and then everyone was mad all the time, so then we had to fix them, and now everything's getting better, you see? You understand? Was the last chapter good? Looking at the leaks, yeah, it looked nice. Why do I have Oshi-no-Ko muted? This is such a random mute. Why did I mute this? I'm really confused. I don't remember muting Oshi-no-Ko. Let me mute All Might too. Because of the incest? Well, that's funny, and I want to see that. Because I want to see people cope. Or if it turns out wrong, I want to see people dunk on it. Was that color cover of Toru from leaked files or something? No. That was something that Hori made, and he had on reserve. Mount Lady was muted? No. Well, yeah, technically. Mushoku Tensei was muted in the Discord, and I also muted the abbreviation MT, forgetting that people sometimes talk about Mount Lady. Then Mount Lady got owned. You know, it's funny, I don't think the ReZero fans have noticed yet, but the Mushoku Tensei filter has actually been turned off for like an entire week. Don't tell them yet, okay? Don't tell them the surprise, because they haven't figured it out yet. Why are you talking about incest? It happens, bro. We're talking about manga, alright? Keep up. These things happen. Alright, I unmuted Oshi-no-Ko. I really don't know why it was muted to begin with, then. I remembered to re-add All Might to the muted list. Why was Mushoku Tensei muted? Because I think it's a really bad series, but that's not why I muted it. I think it's a really bad series. People wouldn't shut the fuck up about how bad it is, and it got annoying. So then I muted it, so people would stop talking about it. Because, like, every conversation was becoming about Mushoku Tensei. And I was really sick of it. Thoughts on Elden Ring? Great game. One of my favorite games. Mute AFO? Oh, I muted AFO a long time ago, Bubba, trust me. Sorry, I just got recommended this tweet. What the hell is this? Who got treated worse during their debut fight? And it's Star, Stripe, and then Yuki, and then if there was ever a question of who hates women more and Horikoshi is in the running, always bet on Hori. He has crafted forms of women hate unseen in pages of Shonen Jump. Even Kishimoto is a mere fledgling in this regard compared to the big bad wolf that is Hori. Thank you, AB, for that. Hey, ass. Oh my god, LK? No way. Bro talking like Kaido. Fucking goddamn it. AB is so funny, man. It's a shame he gets suspended all the time. How's it going, okay? It's been so long. Oh my god. Speaking of that, we're reading My Hero Academia. Thoughts on playing the other Souls games? Yeah. Eventually, maybe. Vev has been letting me know the broad strokes for the past few weeks. I'll see now that like 75% of it has been asked, but a couple of them have been good. Say, Toga, don't you want a villain name of your own? Oh, indeed. Come to think of it, you and the boss are the only ones here without villain names. Let's name you, doesn't matter. Logging on to hate? Oh man, he's here frame 1. As soon as the chapter loads up, Ocean Man is here to hate. Why do I always cough when I'm streaming? What do you guys do to me? That makes me cough. You guys are throwing poison through the screen. No thank you. A villain name adds a bit of class. Vampirus Carmilla. I remember I specifically said Carmilla on stream last week too, which is cool. I mean, I know it gets rejected, but you know. Spinner and I, you know, we're on the same wavelength here. Suck. Licky tongue. Alright, twice is not cooking, apparently. Stupid. That's just some crowd-pleasing crap. A holdover from before the Quirk registration system. You're one to talk, Dobby. Get his ass. I'm sorry on his behalf, it's okay. There basically used to be no difference between heroes and villains. One theory says the alias stuff started when you have an anonymous enemy and needed to call them something. From there, some decided to adopt those very nicknames to hide their identities. It's always funny when people in chat go like, oh my god, Ocean Man's here? When he's like here every week. Bro comes here often. Anyway, I'm good. The names can be cool and all, but eh. This is a great... Shigaraki gets like 1 page. And his characterization like fucking blasts and splooges all over most of Act 3. How I miss him, yeah. And obviously there's the irony that his name was given to him, right? But I'm assuming that he's introducing this because it'll come into play, right? Yeah, here's your one Shiggy panel. It's the last you'll see for 30 chapters. Yeah, pretty much. When Shigaraki not counts, this is basically from AFO. I mean, yeah, it's a given name. It's not actually his. Ironically. But it's cool. Like someone said in chat, it addresses the dehumanization of both. It's a really very cool page. And Toga goes, yippee! That's why I joined the league. I want to live as Himiko Toga. What do you think of the Todoroki conclusion overall, by the way? I don't think it's over yet. In terms of the fight conclusion, it's okay. It's not great. It's fine, I guess. Your rules tell you to pity me, but don't you dare. Okay. Now we gotta talk about it, chat. We gotta talk about it, chat. And I know chat doesn't want to talk about it. Because we didn't want to talk about it last week. But we gotta talk about it. So, this is largely inconsequential, but also it's one of those things where, like, why did Horikoshi make this happen? Why are we talking about it? Because it's weird? Like, why did he do that? Why is she just, like, full grabbing her tit? What? It happened last week, and we all thought that it was something that was like, oh, grabbing her arm, and it made sense because of the color scheme, but... I thought you were going to mention the drama of Caleb apparently not translating dialogue in this chapter correctly. I have seen no drama. I think you guys always forget that I have everything MHA muted on my timeline, so I don't see this. YouTube gonna take away your ad revenue? Yeah, I'm gonna lose my $2. It's gonna be tough. Tough day. Getting stabbed hurts, and Toga's like, yep, stabbed you. Very cool. It's not pity. Whack. She touched me, but if I'm floating, so what? No risk there. You know just the right things to say, but in the end, you'll toss me into a cage on death row, won't you? And I mean, this is the question that people have been asking in the fandom for a while, right? Like, what are we gonna do with the villains after? Are we gonna just execute them? Fucking Jesus Christ. And a lot of people have been waiting for what Horikoshi might say about that. Some would say that killing people is cool. And another side might say that killing people is bad. And that's your analysis for the day, okay? Or you'll murder me outright, just like they did to Jin. Get his ass, first of all. Get Hawks. That fraudulent man. We had to put up with for years about how Himiko uses Ochako's quirk better than her without understanding the fundamental significance of how they use it. Yeah, I mean, and it's funny because the difference was spelled, oh jeez, was spelled out in was it PLW when they encountered each other, and Toga was like, "Hey, I killed someone with your quirk," and Ochako was like, "What the fuck? I don't do that." It's win or lose, live or die, a winner takes all survival match, no going back now. That seems like the obvious truth for us both. If it's really not pity, then it's just your ego talking. And if our egos are clashing, then... Dude, Ochako is fucked up. Jesus Christ. Sad Man's Legion, you're dead meat, hero. Oh, shit. Have you ever seen such a thing? Quirks will grow stronger with every generation until no one can hope to control them. Over the years, we have often heard whispers of that doomsday theory. Well, here it is. Coming to a head today. Is it meant to be different? Yeah, it is. This one girl, her emotions are transforming the very world. Dude, Ochako's got it rough. Jesus Christ. Like, I knew that she got stabbed from the leaks, but like, fuck me. She is in a rough spot. Stop going forward, goddammit. Go backwards. Okay. Go on. Crush her. Gunhead martial arts, dude. Pog. Things be floating. So what if we're floating? There's no damage done. Exactly. My zero gravity isn't the power for hurting people. Had to spell it out for the 4th time because people still don't understand. But Ochako doesn't want to kill people. Crazy concept. Some people don't like murdering. Pork. Very big of true right there. If it's really not pity, then it's just your ego talking. Ego, huh? You might be right. You've intentionally killed people, and I can't wipe your slate clean. Yet when I see your face, it's like you had no choice. I figure there must have been a reason. 'Cause that day, when the world got turned upside down, what I said made you look so sad. You were the sad one. We both were. Listen to me, Himiko Toga. You seriously scared the crap out of me when we first met, because I didn't understand you back then. Given the situation, how could you grin like that, such a genuine smile? Shut up. You'll live as Himiko Toga? Sounds great. Drop all the bodies you like, and become whoever the hell you want. Stop making that creepy smile. Just die. Why won't you die already? I know I pushed you away at that one time, and maybe this world isn't a place you could be yourself. I know all that, yet even so, I've observed so many happy faces in my time. But being able to declare what you love and do it with your whole face. Well, that smile of yours is so perfect that I'm honestly jealous. You hear me? Very implicit. You know, people are not going to understand. People... People have, like, not understood this plotline for so long that they're gonna get here and be so lost, dude. They're gonna be so confused. Have absolutely zero clue what is happening. Oh, but the Deku panel is here. The chapter is ruined. She's just thinking about Deku again. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway. Like some sort of deviant. And I don't want to pretend I never saw your amazing smile. And then this is the Quirk awakening, right? It's all... The bubbles are going out, just like wash, dude. Huge. See, this one's float, but bigger. It's float! Look, I can't erase all your crimes or approve of everything you've done, but if any part of you still feels like talking to me, you can have a lifetime's worth of my blood. So let's have that chat about romance, Himiko Toga. I'm floating, but Uraraka never touched me. It's like a spread between bodies that came into contact? This one girl? Sorry if you heard that, that was my mic stand. my mic stand be loud for some reason now. These days, I think I need to grease her up. Anyway. This is Horikoshi mentioning for the 700th fucking time in a row that, hey, I'm not gonna forgive your crimes, but there's more to it than that. Also, this panel is very nice. You know, people... For a very long time, every time I've said, hey, you know, people could just, like, give Toga blood, right? Like, they could just consent and give her blood. They've been like, that's fucking stupid. That's weird. That's weird. Isn't Toga like 18 or 19? She might be like barely 18, but yeah, she's still a kid. And now I'm kind of just curious how Hori's gonna handle the Deku versus Shigaraki thing. See, this is kind of what I've always wanted. I've always wondered, like, you kind of have two somewhat similar plotlines, and I wonder how you're still gonna, like, handle both of them separately without making it feel like a retread. You know what I mean? Caper pointed out that Ochako's hair in the Lifetime of Blood panel is drawn like Small Mites, like she's emulating him and reaching out, but taking that scary first step, offering help to a villain. Based Caper? Is this Quirk Awakening? Yeah. Bubba predicted a very fucking long time ago that she would get her Quirk Awakening when she accepted her feelings, and then boom. Bada boom. Is this a good or a meh chapter? Yeah, it's good. Pretty much the Ochako and Toga chapters have been some of the very few good ones in this arc. Even if she needed blood to survive, blood banks exist. True. I think it's more about like the emotional connection, but that is also true, yes. Child imagery tax was crazy. At this rate, chat. At this rate, you know what, dude? Maybe MHA can go back up to a 3.5. Okay. We'll see how we go from here, but I'm thinking the 3.5 might be possible. Poses with lightning in the background. Wait, don't jinx it, but if I jinx it, it's also funny. So, I mean, it's kind of a win-win for me. Bakugo's gonna erase that? They're gonna have to be erasing Bakugo's blood off the floor of UA. Would I rank Toga and Ochako now with these chapters? I mean, they're probably like the only S-tier characters anymore, so... Is there a break next week? I don't think so, no. What could get up to a 4? The story being good. I hope it helps. Yeah, it could reach a 4 for sure. It's just that I don't think it's gonna go above that. A 5 is probably pushing it. Do you think there'll be a POV change next week? Yeah, I think there's like a 50% shot at it. You graduated from school? Huge. I didn't do that. Toga and Ochako have their fight as the spiritual successor of Hawks vs. Twice conflict and sets up Deku vs. Shigaraki mega thread. And a 6? No, there's no way it gets to a 6. No shot. Every chapter would have to be like fucking ReZero tier chapters to be a 6. Hawks was on good terms with Twice before the fight, but looking at their interaction on 258, I can't help but notice the pillar standing between them and draw a comparison with their different upbringings, unlike the rest, making it impossible for them to understand each other. Funnily enough, people always take issue with like visual framing like this. Like, there was something I wanted to talk about in my Just Listen to the Song video about how it was framed with, like, the windows separating aspects of the shot. But I always feel like, I didn't talk about it in the video, I don't think, because I always feel people are gonna like, that's a stretch on, stretch department. You're doing good yoga today. Because people are so fucking lame. But, yeah. Something like this is very apparent to me personally. Did they do this in the anime? I don't remember. Before truly starting their fights, we see two very similar scenarios for the chapter cliffhanger, Twice being surrounded by Hawks' feathers, while Ochako is buried by the clones. Both Hawks and Toga are overwhelming their opponent, but while one is calm, the other is full of doubt. Twice and Toga's torn out masks are both used to reflect their rage towards the heroes. Jin is outraged over being betrayed and being asked to betray his friends.
Ochako calling Toga's smile beautiful and offering her an unconditional love, I guess? I'd quit to call it, but it's amazing conclusion to their arcs.
I agree. People get mad about high school introductory art class level symbolism because they secretly know most people need to be basically condescended to actually understand anything. Yeah, it's true. It's basically looking at simple iconography and realizing, oh, this is aimed at me specifically because I am dumb and getting mad about it. While Toga is baffled by Ochako's attempts to talk after rejecting her on every other encounter they had. Yeah, I also noticed that these shots were very analogous. So yeah, I definitely think this is intentional. In the Hawks Twice episode, we had an anime-only edition with the clone saying, "Hero, you will die" to Hawks, while in the final arc, the Toga clone hive mind keeps repeating, "All heroes must die" over and over, kind of like Shigaraki's decay. Toga's hatred spreads to all heroes. Both Twice and Ochako take major damage mid-fight, but keep going regardless, driven by their convictions. Ochako refusing to inflict harm on the Toga clones due to her quirk being meant for saving has a perfect contrast with Hawks, who as a child wanted to use his wings to save people, ending up on a situation where he has to kill his friend over and over mercilessly. Since we're already here, Toga's Sadman Legion is drawn in a similar way to the MLA soldiers that Shigaraki killed, with his wide-spreading decay, something that happens with Ochako's Zero Gravity Awakening at the end of the chapter, but without harming them. Both villains reject the hero's pity. Hawks thinks Jin has just been unlucky and that he could just leave his villain life behind and start over like he did with his own family as a child, but Twice was already happy. Toga is enraged over Ochako's efforts to truly understand her. Hawks gets his wings burned due to sentiment tripping him up, trying to get Twice to willingly submit to made time for Dabi to intervene. In contrast, Toga's transformed being driven by bloodlust rather than love makes it so where LOV clones aren't able to use their quirks. True? Ochako finally saying the right words Toga needed to hear is a direct parallel to both times we see Deku reach out to Shoto and Shigaraki, and I believe this will come into play in the upcoming Deku fight since Deku was never told he could be a hero. The way Ochako is reaching a hand at Toga while midair is also a reflection of Deku reaching out to Eri on the overhaul arc. Toga and Eri accepting help is just as important as the people being offered to them. And finally, I want to point out that we never had seen Toga fully cry in the story, not even over Twice's death, except for one moment of her backstory. As she takes her crush's blood, Toga's villain life began and ended with her tears as someone finally offers their blood. These fights do a magnificent job reinforcing the message of reaching out and understanding others as the only way the cycle of hatred between heroes and villains can truly end, and hopefully create a world where Twice's tragedy never has to happen again. Thanks for reading. Pog. It's linked to the thread, by the way. Oh yeah, the opinion thread. I also have a couple of Reddit threads because I thought the title was funny. How do you think Hawks will play into this conflict? I think Hawks should just stop being around. I think Hori has demonstrated that he doesn't really know what's going on with Hawks, so we could just put that one to rest for a little bit. I agree, okay. I mean, we'll see, I guess, right? It's gonna be very corny, and MHA is gonna get dunked on Twitter, and I'm not gonna see any of it. Are you gonna go over the Bubba quotes? I might, yeah. I got some. I don't know, man. MHA leaves me feeling so listless. Have you read Goodbye, Eri? No, I have not. Every time I do an MHA stream, I'm like, man, I can't wait to read ReZero. You bought Stellaris, tell me your thoughts. I bought Stellaris and I cracked all the DLC. And there is so much shit going on that I stopped playing. And then I played it again and I was like, man, there's still a lot of shit going on. So it's one of those games that I'm gonna have to like chip away at. Because there's so much fucking information. That's kind of my issue with like every Paradox game. Is that there's just too much going on. And I'm too like ADHD brained to actually focus for too long. Until I eventually understand it. $1,500 hours AMA. I don't have any questions. I'm just like, I load in and there's like 700 pop-ups and like the UI is fucking massive and I'm just like, damn. I don't know what's going on, man. Let's check out Bubba's brand new Unpopular Opinions thread because I'm so starved for content on the MHA side. I got nothing, man. Just because Bakugo has gotten a redemption doesn't mean I have to like him. True. Do you think that some ReZero chapters can be long-winded or over-explanatory, or in general, do you believe the length of most ReZero chapters is necessary? Especially in Arc 7, there are quite a few chapters that that Tape could have just like shut the fuck up on. Because sometimes he just like writes way too much. An example of that early on is the, actually I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say the name of that chapter. Because that is a big spoiler. But, what chapter number is it? Real ones will know by the chapter number. Chapter 73 in Arc 5. In the web novel, Tape could have just like, shh. He could have just shushed a little bit. Anyway. Oh, you know what? I just realized that half these are going to be missing because I muted so many terms. Let me get on my other account. God damn it. Alright, there we go. Izuku's trauma is so overlooked both by the fandom and Horikoshi. I wish we had a more in-depth understanding of what Izuku thinks about how Bakugo treated him because he does not acknowledge that part of his past as much as I wish he would. I mean, yeah. I mean, I've talked about this verbatim, or not verbatim, like ad nauseum on this channel, so this is nothing new. I'm not into shipping and this isn't Ochako hate. Okay. Scrolling past that one. Not an unpopular one, I think, but I don't like how easily Izuku forgave Bakugo and what his old school put him through. I mean, I understand why he forgave him, but I don't like it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree. This is my take again. The most unrealistic. This post, Dobby's reveals not seeing any pro hero's reaction to Endeavor being an abuser. I mean, yeah, that's my take. That's my take again. Just because Endeavor had a redemption arc doesn't mean that we have to like him. Fair enough. True. Villains having a backstory that explains how they ended up at this point is not the same as justifying their actions. Hey, that's my video today. Are there cool fights or powers focused in ReZero? There are some cool fights. Not very much in the anime, but post-anime there's a lot, yes. Bakugo's dog shit, fair enough. Uraraka hate is forced as they hate on the series as a whole. Half of a W right there. Have you seen the rate of domestic abuse among police? 40%. The almighty 40. Act 3 is not that bad. L. The shower scene was cute. No context. This is such an insane sentence. Dabi isn't going to die? I'm indifferent. If Mirko didn't rush in and Soul, then Omo Shiki would have bodied the country. Who ever talks about this? Have you guys ever seen anybody talk about this ever in your entire life? Who cares? Yeah, that's exactly who cares. And if Hawks didn't kill twice would have cloned Toga, Dabi, Shig, and Afo and fucked up the planet. Implicit. Angie's atonement is done tastefully and validates the feelings of the victims every step of the way while expecting nothing of them in return, instantly better than most shonen redemption when a genocidal maniac does one nice thing and expects forgiveness. I mean, I agree. Partially. Act 3 made me agree a little bit less, but fair enough. If the plot didn't progress the way Hori wrote it, something different would have happened. These type of tweets never get any actual hot takes. Yeah, all these tweets are just me. Deku ending Quirk will not be a bad ending to the story. Oh, this is dog shit. Yeah, this is a terrible take. No offense to whoever posted it, but it's a really bad take. I need to restart the Mario music. Hang on. Bam, let's go. Deku working his 9 to 5. Deku working overtime at the McDonald's. While everyone else goes to live their hero dream is crazy, man. He's a Heroes Rising fan for sure. Yeah, maybe. Deku gonna be flipping patties and look out the window and see Bakugo flying overhead. Mono Shin is genuinely a better ship than half the popular ones? Wait, what? Mono Shin? Oh, Monoma and Shinso? Oh my god, who cares? Fuck. Is it Asa or Asara? I don't care, you can call me whatever you want. The sexualization of female characters is annoying and makes me take the series less seriously. This goes for all shonen though. Am I misremembering, or is MHA actually not, like, the worst in this regard? A lot of people want Izuku to lose his quirk so bad. I don't know. You can call me whatever you want, okay, dog man. Like, it has been a while since I've reread. Yeah, Momo is bad, of course. But compared to other shonen, dude? I don't know, man. Look, I'm just saying, if you think MHA is bad, read Volume 1 of Undead Unluck, okay? That shit, you will blow your brains out, 100%. You think MHA is bad, dude? Read Chapter 1 of Dandadan. It's over. Jowari da, dude. We don't talk about the Invisible Girl cover page, okay? We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that one. I mean, obviously I'm not going to disagree with this. Like, this is fair enough, right? Sure, but I don't think MHA is as bad as other stuff. Hori is undeniably extremely horny, but he's a better artist than most of Shonen Jump, so he skates on the shit, to be honest. Fair enough. Chill on Undead Unluck and Dandadan manga. They don't have internet. Oh, I finally got to, like, volume 3 or 4 of Undead Unluck, and I don't want to kill myself anymore, so... It did indeed hashtag get better. It's still, like, maybe like a 5 out of 10. But, yeah. I am deeply apathetic about Bakugo. Okay? This is my take again. Everyone who posts a take that I have should have to pay me residuals, in my opinion. As we all know, I am responsible for all thought in the My Hero Academia community. In fact, no one has ever had a thought without me, of course. Like, you pay me residuals? For what? Yeah, Bakugo. If they said it first, do you pay them? Never happened before. Even the bad thoughts? That's not me, no. Yeah, I agree, okay. He just wanted it to end so bad, I guess. I mean, this is true. This is really funny. I've always thought this was funny. I've talked about this a lot in my Discord. The symbol of victory. Okay, here's Bakugo. Like, if you take a step back and you look at Bakugo's character throughout the entire story, he has a very active role in Act 1. In Act 2, he just sort of despawns with, like, a couple of guest appearances, and then he gets stabbed. And then in Act 3, he trauma dumps and then dies. Like, he really... That's like 390 chapters. That's really all he does. It's very funny when you take a step back and you look at Bakugo as a whole. He really does not do anything. Bakugo's only canon wins are against purse snatchers. He is a textbook only carried by fanfiction material. His biggest W is against Dictator. Holy L. Holy L, dude. See, I'm wondering... Should I make videos about the ends of characters and plot lines, or should I just keep it in the retrospective? I'm not sure. Because I think a Bakugo video would be really funny in hindsight now, because I could talk about how interesting he was, and then he just sort of dies. Narratively, and then literally. And then he kind of sucks. Do individual videos for the bread. Wait for the revive? Oh yeah, I am. Hori desperately trying to make Katsuki not useless by bringing him back to life and having an entire volume where he fights and he still loses. I might skip out on a Mirio video. I don't know, because I feel like Ocean Man already got that covered. The gender analysis, yeah. One day you guys will just see a video titled how to fucking wash tile floors, and then it'll be the Mirio video in disguise. Have you seen the new thumbnail of Plot Armor? No, I have not. Plagiarize the Bubba thread for Ochako, be a real YouTuber. Bet. Only do like the major characters? Yeah, of course. I'm not gonna do like a fucking... I'm not gonna do a Nejire retrospective. True, the MHA films do suck. Oh my god, dude. These tweets about Bakudeku, man, who cares? Fuck. I'll manifest as of making a video about what function does a rival serve in Shonen. You know, I've been thinking about making more like, I don't know if the word I would use is like abstract. More broad videos like that, you know what I mean? Because I've been making videos about stuff like morality in certain series, or like masculinity and stuff like that. And I think that's more fun than just talking about My Hero Academia. I don't know. Horikochi's refusal to let any deaths actually stay completely ruins the tension of the story. True! But actually, Midnight is dead. Checkmate, liberal. Checkmate, libcuck. Have you seen Spider-Verse 2? No. Make every character that should be dead video. The pedophile? Yep, that's her. Spider-Verse 1, yeah, I watched Spider-Verse 1 a long time ago. You haven't? No, I don't go to theaters, man. AFO giving Tenko to K is a terrible theory that messes with the themes of MHA and its messages. You know, I'm still undecided on this theory. I'm not sitting there like the hashtag the thinker, you know, like pondering this theory. I really don't think about it. And then every time it gets brought up, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. And that's sort of it. Be like me and Pirate Bubba. I'm not gonna watch a fucking 140p cam rip of Spider-Verse, okay? It further reinforces that AFO is just a source of evil. That is true, but also AFO is kind of already the source of evil for Shigaraki, right? So I don't know. Many of the characters were wasted, especially Kirishima, Kaminari, Momo, and Mina. I don't care. I don't know, man. I don't care. Like, you know, from talking with LK, I have learned that people really do care about these characters outside of, like, our bubble. And I really don't care. I'm glad Kirishima was wasted. MHA would have been way more interesting from a story perspective if Deku never got All Might's quirk. Smartest Twitter user. I'm sure you cared back in PLW about Kaminari? No. I'm glad to have had a lasting impact on Ass even if I deleted Twitter. I don't feel bad for Dabi because it's inevitably a path that he put himself on. Shoto profile picture, yep, checks out. Checks out, checks out. Completely missing the point of these two characters. Momo and Kiri, though? Eh. I mean, it would have been nice, but whatever. Unfortunately, it seems like there is not enough Shoto brain rot going on, because you came to this conclusion, so, Is his name literally like Electric Lightning? Yes. This series is consistently really great, and people for real suddenly have zero analysis skills when it comes to taking any nuance into any situation into account. True. If you don't like this series, it must mean that you're dumb. Very true. True, and some might even say, real. Is there any side character you wish had more spotlight that's not Bakugo? Yeah, Shoto should have had screen presence before the final fight. Wow. Just because you don't like MHA anymore doesn't mean you can't be friends with someone who isn't. You mean who does? You know what's funny about this? Is that, in my case personally, this has actually always been the exact opposite. It's always been the people who still like MHA getting mad at me for not liking MHA anymore. Isn't that crazy? Like, I've stopped talking to multiple people on Twitter over time. Because I don't like MHA anymore. And, like, we just drift apart. Because they get mad at my takes. Personally, any switch should be used as evidence akin to the Nuremberg trials. True. Endeavor is actually a compelling, well-written character. It's not about whether you like him or not. Okay. This is my take that chat might not agree with. I've talked about this a lot in the Discord and the ReZero chat, because ReZero fans don't understand this either. Okay? If I don't like a character, then they're not written well. Simple as that. Bada boom, bada bing. Okay? Because writing is not objective. And if I don't like a character, then I feel like... So, I feel like when you separate... Oh, I don't like this character, but they're well written. How do you separate those two? Okay? Because I like well-written characters. But I don't like badly written characters. I feel like when you separate that, you're setting an objective standard for being well-written. It's like if someone was like, oh, I think Bakugo sucks, but you know, he's a well-written character. I think it's easy to dislike well-written characters. Well, I guess it depends. Like, if you dislike them as people, then obviously, yeah, right? Like, I got Stride in my almost my top 5 of ReZero, right? He's a piece of shit, but, like, he's a great character. I guess the thing with me is that, like, I don't know, I think I do experience media a little bit differently than some of you guys, because an example is when when Subaru was having that meltdown in Arc 3 in, like, the capital, and he was freaking the fuck out, making himself look like a dipshit. Everybody I know was like, God, Subaru sucks, like, I can't stand him. I loved it, personally. I loved it, because I loved, even though he was cringe, and he sucked, and he was awful, I knew that he was written to look like that way, you know what I mean? So, like, I thought it was cool that it was able to make me think that about him. Maybe they just don't personally vibe with the character, but can acknowledge the writing that went into them was well done. Well, you see, Rudeus pisses me the fuck off a lot, but he's very well written. Okay, we'll agree to disagree. Anyway, I feel like if you don't like the character, then I don't know how you can think they're well written. That was the purpose, right? Yes. Okay, but how can you acknowledge their writing is technically good, is what I'm asking, right? So, like, if you think, oh, this character sucks, but he's well written, like, what does that sentence mean? You know what I mean? For me personally, if I don't like a character, I think they suck. It's that simple. Because I don't separate the two. What if a character you admit is... What if you like a character you admit is written like shit? Well, if the character is written like shit, then I don't like them. That's the thing, right? Like... I can't think of any character I like that's written like shit. I like well-written characters. Yeah, I agree, Alex. I agree, Alex. I guess that just doesn't happen to me, Bubba. I never have a character I don't like because of vibes. I like characters when they are good. I don't have the vibe detector. There's too many takes, I'm not reading that shit. Star and Stripes is more than just a plot device. Name 3 Star and Stripe themes. Name 3 themes, 100%. Red, white, and blue. Fair enough, Shadow. Fair enough. That's probably the best answer that we will get. Okay, my thing is that there are still a lot of series where I intentionally go in and I'm just like, I'm not gonna care about this, I'm just gonna chill, you know what I mean? That's kind of me with, like, JJK. I'm just gonna, like, sit back, and I'm just gonna, like, I'm gonna read it, and then I'm gonna stop thinking about it after I close the book. You know what I mean? You didn't pay any attention to the series, motherfuckers, when they get asked any questions about the series outside of major plot moments, true? I wish I could do it. You have superpowers? Thank you. There are quite a few things that I just don't think about. Deku shouldn't have gotten his powers back after Heroes Rising? Okay, that's a new one, I gotta say. Haven't seen that one before. Pretty bad post, but you know what? Credit where credit's due, that's a unique one. I've never seen this take in my life. Bubba, oil up and fight me. Oh shit. My Hero Academia is a good anime manga. Oh my god. You're so brave. You're so brave. Like you should have stayed quirkless. Yeah. As long as Horikoshi puts pen to paper, this fandom will eat it up. Even if it contradicts core themes of the series. As long as the pages look raw, people will bend over backwards to justify absolutely anything. I mean, yeah. You owe me residuals on this tweet, by the way, just so you know. This is technically my intellectual property. Imagine the monkey he just lost OFA off screen. Yeah, imagine like MVA ends when we cut to like Endeavor Agency and he's just quirkless now. And then he's just like, I can't believe I lost One for All during Heroes Rising. Available now for $39.99. Bakugo is going to die. Does he know? Question mark. Deku and Batman have very similar morals, but I feel like most don't want to acknowledge that. I have consumed almost zero Batman content. I have no idea how true this is. Chat, is this real? It's not true. No. Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about Batman, so... There was an extremely popular Bakudeku comic during the pandemic boom about what if Deku didn't go OFA back after the movie, where Katsuki effortlessly masters One for All, while Deku has to get kicked out of the hero course and get sent to general education, and all of his regular friends forget him, and he has to sit and watch Katsuki train, and this is how Bakudeku gets together, played as a romantic thing. What? What the hell does that even mean? I don't... Okay. Link? Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna be honest, War Arc and Final Arc has rushed writing. Hori was trying to finish this manga. Wait, is this gonna be one of my videos? Wait, chat. I'm afraid this is gonna be one of my videos. Wait. What do you think the over-under is on this being one of my... I'm scared. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Okay, we're good. We're good. Yeah, these takes are very boring, unfortunately. Ochako's character arc has been boiled down that I have a crush on Izuku and that's so detrimental to her character. Yep. Zero clue what's happening. I mean, it's standard. See, I don't really care about shipping, but also this is cringe as well. Like, man, who cares, dude? Just let people have fun. Fuck. If Horikoshi had stuck to his original plan for Heroes Rising to be the end of the series, it would have been the worst ending for a shonen manga in history. Might be true. Might be true. Star and Stripe is a good arc. I wish people, like, elaborated when they said this. I swear to God, every time someone says Star and Stripe is a good arc, that's just kind of all they say. And they just kind of stop. Shigaraki beating Star and Stripe is actually what made me a fan of his. I don't care, that shit was funny as hell. America is not playing World Police this time, baby. Alright, fair enough. That's fun. Bubba, he's choking you. What are you gonna do? You gonna take that? Shiggy has a bigger legacy than the Joker. Oh wow. Actually, the Joker just got an isekai anime, so you better step the fuck back. Vigilante Deku never should have happened? Why? Do you elaborate? Nope. Okay. Setting up the final battle and spending the next 13 chapters not focusing on it is a great way to quickly lose all interest in said final battle. True. This is the average brigader, just so you guys know. Excuse me? One of the biggest world-building failures in MHA is that we barely ever see other quirkless people. Melissa is the only character who is quirkless and stays that way, which is weird given they're apparently 20% of the population. You know what? Fair. Fair. You should quote me Bubba with just say the most asinine dumb shit and see what people say. I don't feel like getting cooked today. The whole MHA fandom is toxic honestly just comes from dude bros who hate gay ships. Kind of true. Partially true. But I do think people fail to realize that this fandom does fucking suck ass. But partially true, yes. MVA is the worst arc in the series. This guy used to follow me. I remember this guy. Is he trolling? This never happened. Me when I spread misinformation. I agree, okay. Just because Endeavor is atoning doesn't mean that he's better. It just meant that unlike Kotaro, he got the chance to be better. But yeah, he did way... He has fucked up a lot of shit. And like you said, his social status. And, you know, the whole eugenics thing is pretty crazy. God, yeah, can we just circle back? Now that Bubba brought it back, can we circle back to the Tekkachan tweet? Holy shit, man. That was crazy. I really can't get over that tweet, man. Bakuteku shippers are the worst things that happen in the series. Who cares, man? One for all and all for one are ruining the good writing of the Quirk concept in MHA. I kind of agree with this, actually, yeah. I think these quirks really suck now, in retrospect. Star and Stripe arc was a lucky 4 out of 10. Ooh, close. It is a 3.5, though. Bubba, you need to make people post better takes. Bubba, next time, can you make a post that says, "What's your opinion on Hawks versus Twice, please?" Act 3 is overhated for multiple reasons. It isn't the dumpster fire people make it out to be. I will now proceed to give 0 reasons why it is overhated. Yep. You just sent me a Hawks discourse tweet? Oh, Christ. I don't know if I want to do that today. What did I miss? Honestly, nothing. In this essay, I will not support my thesis. I can't tell if you just asked about before. Yeah, I said next time, though. Can we watch fight videos on stream? What was I about to say? I totally forgot. Well, it's gone. Let's go ahead and get rid of that one. Get rid of that thought. I don't remember anymore. .5 is generous. If you say Act 3 is dragged on or rushed, you have 0 reading skills and you should reread the manga immediately. It's funny how many times I get told. It's funny. I get told to do this so many times, dude. I have reread this manga more than every single person who says this, and I promise you that, okay? Everyone who says this, I have reread more than you. 100%. Wait, J-Dog's a mod? Yeah. J-Dog's been a mod. Versus the chat, only read the manga once. Has anyone said BNHA peaked at Twice's death yet? No. People usually say it peaked at Dobby's dance. And then the rest happened. Act 3 is overhated? I disagree. I think there should be more hate. There's nothing wrong with the female characters. Interesting. If you're older than 14, turn off your brain while reading. Damn. You know what? Fair enough. It would have been better if it catered to meatheads more. What the hell? Even if it's one of the shonen with less women's sexualization, it still has, and it's obviously annoying and makes me want to stop reading altogether. Fair enough. The training arcs, or whatever they're called, are the most boring parts of the whole entire series. You guys know, there's actually not that many... There's not that many training arcs in this series, if you go back and you look through all of them. It's really not that many at all. Arc 3. Act 3 is overhated, and the final arc is only hated because the series isn't finished yet, and when it's done, you'll all look back in it and realize, on second thought, that really wasn't as bad as I thought, because hindsight is a bitch. You know what's funny is that, actually, on reread, the final war is even worse than I actually thought it was. Whoa, wow, this is a take. Holy shit. Okay, there we go. Did your donation go through? No, it did not. Think it's Naruto filler trauma? Maybe. Yeah, honestly, there's no shot that even if every single chapter from now was the best chapter of fiction ever created, because the racism plotline exists, the final war is always going to be bogged down for the rest of this planet's existence until we are turned into molten lava. Racism plotline was so bad it made me find your channel. Hello. Shit ass horrible bad show.
Yo Asa, I missed this week read. Was it good for you?
Yeah, I liked it. It was good. One of the best chapters of Act 3. Well, I mean, that's not hard, but you know what I mean. You see, Fire Shadow, a majority of people like Iron Might, so that's why. We are not in the majority there. Oh god, I don't know what Iron Might is. I'm assuming you can infer what it is from the title of it, though. Okay, yes? What advice would you give people to not make those mistakes of Act 3? You mean as in, like, writers? I don't know. Write to good. If you don't know anything about politics at all, or social issues, don't write them. It sounds cool. It's really bad. It's really fucking terrible. Okay. Here's how it happens. All For One is in his most powerful state ever, and he starts rushing to Shigaraki, and then All Might gets between him, and he puts on an Iron Man suit, and then the chapter ends, and then it's been cliffhangered for a few chapters now. Yeah, a great tip for writers, dude, is if you need to take a break, just fucking do it. Chat, I can't read these. Chat, I can't read these. Help! Chat, I'm a dumb American. Help! Oh. God damn it. I don't want to see that one. Well, the thing, LK, is that, like, all these other writers at Shonen Jump are getting significantly bigger breaks, man. Like, One Piece, Oda got a month. Obviously, it's Oda. Maybe that's different. Fucking, what's his name? Gege is getting multitude of breaks. Ruri Dragon has been on hiatus for, like, a year. Did you see the thread on Twitter? People were saying Bakugo wasn't actually the deuteragonist. They're true, but no, I didn't. can't wait for Uraraka to stay single and not even have kids or a husband, because that's what shonen heroines have been doing since forever. Baby factories and housewives. Do you think Hori is choosing to not take breaks to finish the manga, or is there just that much pressure on Hori? We don't really know, obviously, right? We have no clue. This is speculation, but given that every single person around him is getting a break, I feel like he might not be taking one, yeah? I defend the Kaja with my life. Any video you wish you could update? Honestly, no. I think a majority of my videos have aged fine. And if they haven't, well, then it's because Hori sucks. Should be in a museum. Yeah, Bubba, you better save all those tweets before she deactivates when the final chapter comes out. Yeah, I want to update the Hawks vs. Twice video, mostly because it got taken off of YouTube. Yeah, Sync, we talked about that tweet. The tweet where she said that, the colored people are gaslighting Toga and Ochako. Crazy, man. In hindsight, my Hawks vs. Twice video wasn't as good as it could have been. It's again because of the weekly schedule that I'm on. So videos end up just kind of being worse versions of what they could have been. But I think if I do remake the Hawks vs. Twice video, I'm gonna go hopefully a lot more into it. It might be like a multi-week project, if possible. Oh, yeah, you guys remember that Takachan tweet where she said that, like, Hori is so different, he just refuses to take breaks. Or something like that? Wasn't she, like, acting really smug about him not taking breaks and that it was, like, killing him? Is it feasible for you to do bi-weekly instead so that you have more time? I mean, yeah, I can really do anything, it's just that weekly uploads have produced the best results algorithmically for me. And the one time I missed a week because I was very ill, my numbers dropped drastically. It could have been a coincidence, and it likely might have been a coincidence, but I'm still reeling from that, despite uploading for quite a few weeks in a row now. After MHA and ReZero, what takes up space in your brain? Fabricant 100. But not very much. It is good, though. Vinland Saga? Yeah, Vinland Saga is good, too. I've really been thinking about making another video about that. I just don't know what to talk about. I'm not as, like... It's really hard to make videos about stuff that isn't MHA or ReZero. You know what I mean? Because, like... I know these two series so intimately that I could talk about so much shit. But when it comes to making like, dude, like making a fucking Mob Psycho video, making a Vinland Saga, it's so hard. Like I have to think, and it sucks. Is Fabricant 100 still going? Yes. She hyperfixation hasn't changed, true. It's not a joke, it's a diagnosis. The Acid JJK video, ugh. Maybe I'll make one about like hidden inventory or something just to cash in, you know? Just to hit the wave. Gyro, why did you delete that message? Gyro's power tripping? Or when you just like, you just have ADHD and you were like, nah, then 2 weeks later you were mind blown. Yeah, well, look. Do you think Mob Psycho is a bit too anti-revolutionary on changing society? No. I mean, I don't think I've ever viewed Mob Psycho through that lens. I don't really think that's the kind of lens that Mob Psycho is trying to be viewed through either. Not to say that you can't interpret it that way, of course. But I don't know, it's not really a viewpoint that stuck out to me. Not being medicated. Yeah, okay, I don't know if you were around still at the time, but I tried to see a psychiatrist. And then I got 1 session in, and then they were like, actually sorry, we don't take Medi-Cal. And then I just have been fucked for the rest of my life, and I'm just like sitting here. What would you say is the lens? Yeah, I don't think Mob Psycho is making any big, like, societal sweeping statements. I think it's mostly a character-focused thing about expectations and doing the thing that you really want to do. Can't wait for Asa to watch ATSV in a year and start his Spider-Verse hyperfixation. We'll see, man. Unfortunately, I missed the boat to make any content on it, so don't expect that. This is the start of Asa's villain arc? I've been on the villain arc since I was like 18, bro. We are way over that. Your psychiatrist is only $30 per session, including the meds? Really? Even without insurance? Does Medi-Cal not have a function to search for providers in your area? No, it does, and that's how I found them. Just so you know. We need to manipulate Asa into making comic videos? That's tough. Have you finished AOT? My thoughts on Attack on Titan are that I have ADHD and I read 100 chapters in one sitting and I finished it, and then I never thought about the manga again. So I don't really have an opinion. The only real main thing I remember about my consumption of Attack on Titan is when I tweeted out that the Reiner reveal is very predictable, but that doesn't mean it's bad. And I thought the reveal was very good, and I got like 100 core retweets saying, no, you didn't predict it, you're lying, and I was like, okay, sure. That forgettable? No, it's not that it's forgettable. It's that if I read too much in one sitting, I don't retain anything. So, I retained absolutely zero when it comes to Attack on Titan. We should have moved like that with Dobby, to be honest. Fair enough. Alex, that was literally my tweet, word for word, pretty much. And I got packed because I allegedly did not actually predict the Reiner reveal. I was just lying. And there were also a bunch of tweets like, hey, don't lump us in with My Hero Academia. We're too good for that. And now look at them. Now they're fucking coping about anime original ending and shit. Trust me, guys. The anime original ending is gonna save it. Stop crying, bitch. I would say AOT is better than MHA, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, as someone who literally doesn't remember anything after, like, Season 3, I would agree, because those were very good. I liked the first 3 seasons very much. But after I got into the manga is when I stopped retaining anything, so, yeah, I can't speak for that stuff at all. Favorite finished series? I quite liked... Are we talking about any manga or anything? If it's any manga specifically, then I like Tokyo Ghoul. I like Chainsaw Man Part 1 Smile. If it's not just any manga exclusive, then the Breaking Bad stuff is obviously fantastic. The Walking Dead is great because it ended, so I don't have to see it anymore. It's very nice. I will read Tokyo Ghoul RE, eventually TM. Better Call Saul enjoyer? I love Better Call Saul. It's fantastic. Walking Dead was MHA levels of fall off? Unironically, yes it was. Fucking unironically, yes. That's a very good comparison, Bubba, thank you. Personally, for me, Walking Dead Season 1 was fine. Season 2... Now, I haven't watched Season 2 in a while, and I can't tell if I'm being gaslit, because people are saying that Season 2 is very good now. I thought Season 2 was atrocious. Season 3 was meh. Season 4 was solid. 5 was good, and then 6 was great. Anything after 6 is dog shit. Yes, Bubba. Yes. The finale with Negan was great, and then until it wasn't. If you want to experience The Walking Dead, just read the comic, dude. Like, it's so much better. You guys want to hear about my my journey with Weekly Shonen Jump? So far? So Asa reads comics, The Walking Dead is the only one that I've ever read. Weren't there aliens in the comics? I don't think so. Alright. I have all of my thoughts on Weekly Shonen Jump stored in a text channel in a private server. Hang on, let me get them. Alright. So the new manga, Do a Retry, that's 10 chapters in now, is one of those mangas where it's bad enough that it's funny, so like I'm having fun, quote-unquote fun reading it. Pretty much nothing exceptional about it whatsoever. Coomhammer was very entertaining though, I quite enjoyed that. When the dude walked out with one really big arm. Nue's Exorcist. Actually the worst manga that's running, next to My Hero Academia. It feels like an industry plant. Very bad series. Not even bad enough to be funny. Now, Kill Blue is an interesting series. Apparently, according to like metrics, apparently it might be like the new big Weekly Shonen Jump series. To summarize, it's basically a spy who gets de-aged and... Oh shit, I don't remember the rest. He gets de-aged and he has to go to school and stuff, and he remembers, like, he flunked out of school as an actual kid, and now that he's actually taking school seriously, he's having, like, a really good time. And it keeps, like... It's walking this really thin line, where there is a girl in his school, where sometimes it'll be like, oh, is this about to get, like, Mushoku Tensei? And then he'll be like, I'm, like, 30. And this really just reminds me of my daughter, and I want to protect her because of that. And I'm like, okay. And then there will be something else where I'm like, oh, are we about to walk that line again? But it's been okay. It's fine. Then there's this series, Tenmaku Cinema. Yeah, the pacifier gag is fucking insane. Tenmaku Cinema, I enjoyed at first because it's basically just like a little series about how much art means to somebody, and I always like stuff like that. I think that stuff is really cool. And now it's spent quite a few, like the past few chapters, just like having a woman in a bikini, and I'm like, okay, well, you're kind of losing me. Okay, losing me a little bit. But it's okay. It's like middle of the pack of the magazine, which is funny. Fabricant 100 is the best thing running in Weekly Shonen Jump. Very good series. I quite enjoy it. It is, of course, on Axe Watch, naturally. The protagonist of Fabricant 100 went to the Subaru School of Writing, so I was immediately enthralled. And I'm quite excited to see the future of that one, if it gets a future. Best thing after One Piece? That's not in the magazine, because I don't read it, so... Ichinose Family is cool. What would you rate Fabricant 100 as? Now it's an 8. Ichinose Family was like a fun mystery series at first, and then honestly, I'm kind of just bored. Every chapter is like, you'll never guess what happens next. Boom! A new twist. And then boom, a new twist, and then boom, a new... I'm really sick of it, honestly. I'm really tired of that manga. I think my hottest weekly Shonen Jump take, outside of My Hero Academia sucking, is that Akane Banashi got old really fast. It got old really, really fast. I know it's beloved, and I know people really enjoy it because it's something different, and that's fair. And every single Akane Banashi arc is this is the formula, okay? Akane doesn't know something. She gets taught it in a very esoteric way. She goes, "Oh, I get it now," and then the arc climax will begin with the cliffhanger of her walking on stage, and it's like, Akane is now going on stage, and then she wins, and then we repeat for 70 chapters. This arc is looking a little different. It looks like she actually could fumble the bag. I haven't read this week's chapter yet, so I don't know, but we will see, I guess. Akane is quickly falling out of my interest, and it has been for quite some time. I've been bored for like the past 30, 40 chapters. Blue Box. So, Blue Box's beginning was fun. I enjoyed it. The love triangle shit was, you know, it was okay. Wasn't a huge fan. And then the main character, like, actually turned her down, and I was like, oh, okay, we're not doing a love triangle thing. And then it brought it back. The Culture Festival arc, unlike My Hero Academia, in Blue Box, is one of the fucking most obnoxious and garbage things I've ever read in my entire fucking life. It sucks so bad. But then it ended, and then he rejected her again, very firmly. And I was like, oh, sweet. We're back on track. And now after like 100 chapters of minimal progression, we're finally getting somewhere again. So Blue Box is, I'm having a little bit of fun with it again. Blue Box is on chapter 10 for 90 chapters. Kind of true, yes. But we're getting somewhere now, having a little bit of fun with it again. Sakamoto Days is my second favorite thing running in Weekly Shonen Jump, and if you asked me to do any analysis, I would freeze, okay? I read this because it's cool. The action in that manga is very fun. I like the characters, I think they're fun to read, and they beat the shit out of things, and I'm like, that's cool. And then I close the book. which is fun. I'm not usually a meathead. Like, I don't like action for the sake of action, but there feels like there's something so endearing about Sakamoto Days. Like, it doesn't try to be anything more than that, you know what I mean? And I enjoy it like that. After Sakamoto Days, I read MHA, which is now over, by the way. Yeah. I'm assuming we're going to talk about it on Shonen and Chill when we start doing that. I don't know for sure, but that'll probably be the last time I ever think about it. Very unremarkable manga. What's your opinion on the CSM adaptation? I didn't like the color palette at all, and the presentation. Animation was good, though. Was MHA good? It was a manga of all time. That final arc is pretty bad. But, yeah. I think any manga where you have a fucking... Okay, there are too many fucking manga in Weekly Shonen Jump like this. If you have a manga where an entire character's being is a fucking siscon gag, stop, please. Just stop, okay? I'm so sick of it. I had to read too many series in Weekly Shonen Jump with this gag. It's so terrible. Fuck me, it's so bad. I'm glad it's over. I don't have to read it anymore. No more fucking cream puff shit. It's over. What is a siscon gag? It's where you're really obsessed with your sister. Haha. And speaking of siscon gags, Yozakura family. Okay, so Yozakura family was my third favorite in the magazine. I don't know if anyone else in chat will agree with this or if they've even read it this far. I think the time skip is pretty bad. I think the time skip is really bad. Wowie, I'm not happy about it at all. And every chapter I read post time skip, I'm just getting like less and less interested in the manga. You love the kids? I don't. You see, I wanted more Mutsumi and the Taiyo development because it felt like their relationship has been at a standstill for quite some time. And I do like the cast overall. I do think that Yozakura probably has the best cast in Shonen Jump right now. And it feels like after the time skip, it felt like all of the progression for their relationship just was done off screen. They have kids now. They went from like holding hands sometimes to just having children over one chapter, and holy shit, that was really annoying. I'm really sick of the fucking siscon gags, and now there's two of them. Now there's two of them, dude! Except this one's a brother con or whatever. Yeah, there's two of them now. Fuck me. Time skip is so bad. And I was really hoping for drastically more content from the main character, Taiyo. But now, Taiyo and Mutsumi have been basically backseated for the kids that are far less interesting to me, personally. So yeah, I'm not enjoying that. The rest of Yozakura is very good, though. I do like it. The new manga, Martial Master Asumi. It's only 3 chapters. Well, it's 4 now, but I haven't read it. 3 chapters in. You know what? I actually think it's nice. I'm enjoying it. One of the better new ones, besides Fabricant. Fabricant on top. I didn't think I would enjoy it, but... Where did you drop One Piece? Chapter 1, because I haven't read it. Better than Do Retry. True. I'm excited to see where that one goes. Undead Unluck, I have started reading. Volume 1 is probably the worst piece of fiction that you could ever pick up. Volume 2 is not great. Volume 3 is fine. There you go. Hunter x Hunter thoughts? I only read like a little bit of it, but I enjoyed it. Smile. Titania is here? True. forgot you even started Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, I just haven't really... I don't know, man. There's something about Hunter x Hunter where I'm just like... I'm not really fiending to go back to it. And it's not even that I didn't enjoy it. Like I said, I did enjoy it, but... I don't know, man. Have you read Dan to Dan? Unfortunately for you, Asterisk, I did read the first chapter, and that's where I dropped it, because I thought it was really bad. If Zenrado ever wants me to read it, though, I'll read it. After... I plan on taking a big break, okay, after all this, because I don't got any more left in me. Where are you on Hunter x Hunter? I was on chapter 14. Do you have plans on catching up to One Piece? No, I don't. How bad are we talking? Dan? First chapter? Yeah, it's terrible. Icehead Gill? I haven't read that one yet. I keep forgetting to. But those are my thoughts on Weekly Shonen Jump. Washed Magazine, if you were curious. I know that when I catch up on JJK, my score is gonna go down. How about Shoujo X? I have not read it yet, no. I was waiting for it to stack, and then I haven't continued. If you average out all of the scores that I've given to Weekly Shonen Jump manga, it comes out to a solid 5.7. Great magazine. Very slightly above average magazine. What about Chainsaw Man and JJK? Chainsaw Man I have not read part 2 of. And JJK I'm 27 or so chapters behind, and I keep up with leaks on JJK, and that score is definitely dropping. What about Witch Watch? They don't talk about it on Shonen and Chill, so I didn't read it. Well, have you not watched One Piece, just uninterested? Yes, I'm not interested at all. And I did almost start it one day, and as soon as I started episode 1, my internet went out, and I took that as a sign. I apologize in advance to all My Hero Academia fans who are looking forward to a different perspective on MHA. On Shonen and Chill. But unfortunately, things are only going to get worse. Hunter x Hunter does everything MHA did with its villains, but way better. You want to hear a series that does everything better than MHA? Have you guys heard of ReZero starting life in another world from zero? Is Twice in chat still? Can Twice confirm? Twice finally watched ReZero, and then, you know what they said in the ReZero chat in my Discord? They were like, Asa, you were right. It really does do everything better than MHA. You've read Mob Psycho? No, I've only watched it. They're gonna keep saying you don't like anything like they do with Finn in the server. Well, if they say that about me in Weekly Shonen Jump, then they're true. They're truing. Should you watch or read ReZero? You should do whatever you want, but if you read it, you will have a better experience. As a plugs ReZero like he wrote it, I swear. I mean, I can't continue speaking. I'm not at liberty to discuss this information. Does ReZero have hot characters? I mean, that's up to your personal interpretation. I was gonna say something and I forgot. Fuck. Chat always confuses me. Oh yeah. Does ReZero have pink and blue people? Oh, I got good news for you. Have you read Scott Pilgrim? No. I want to make a video that helps people get into ReZero, because people always ask, is it better to read or watch? How do I watch? Like, what order do I watch it in, or what order do I read it in? And every time I start outlining it, I've outlined it like 3 times, and every time I start outlining it, god damn it, I get so bored. And I don't know how to stop getting bored. So, I'm just wondering how I can make that video to help people get into ReZero without, like, falling asleep. And so that's my current obstacle. I don't know what it is about it. It's just like writing, here's how you get into ReZero. You watch season 1 and 2, and then you can just watch my cut content videos, and then you can read from there. It's just like, oh my god, man, it's so boring. But somebody's got to do it, right? You know, somebody's got to help these people. You will write it for me. Yo, Glut, you want to co-write it with me? Maybe it'll be less boring if I write it with you. I think making videos for people to recommend a series is funny to me. Hey, in my defense, this is not recommending a series, this is how you actually consume it, because ReZero has a trillion side stories and different ways to consume it. I'll write the script? No, you can't write the script. You just stay away from that script availing. You can't convince me a show with Remnant is good? I can, actually. Because it is good. Who is your favorite ReZero antagonist so far? Availing. Availing is my favorite ReZero antagonist. Wow, Availing has become so intertwined with my idea of Roswell that I said his name unconsciously when I meant to say Roswell. Jesus Christ. The answer is Roswell. And the next runner-up is somebody you guys have never even seen before because you guys only read the anime or watch the anime. It's not Todd, no, it's Stride. It's Michael Nightcore. I mean, that's a good one too. That's a good villain too, I can't lie. Pained by the fact that Bubba will never experience Stride. Bubba should just watch my video, man, and get spoiled in Arc 5. You could convince me it's good, but you cannot convince me to watch it. Yes, I can. Here you go. You ready? It's good, so you should watch it. Stride Valakia is my son. If it wasn't clear. Alright, chat. What is the best way to convince someone to watch something? You say that it's good, and then if they disagree, you say words that you can't say on YouTube. I am Kurgan indeed, yes. The fuck is a volcano? Top 5 ReZero characters? Subaru. He's all 5. He's also my son. You might not believe it, but they're Stride and Subaru are siblings. Garfield Beta? No, he's not. Subaru's pride confirmed? True. Alright, chat. We're starting to spin our wheels now, so I guess it's time. Thanks everyone for coming out. If he's your son, how do you feel about many wanting to fuck the shit out of his female form? I'm happy that he's expressing himself, okay? Thanks for coming out, everyone. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. If you're not, you get all kinds of content, smile. You can follow me on Twitter where I tweet once a week, but every tweet is a fucking banger. Never been incorrect before on anything. You can join the Discord, and we talk about all kinds of shit. And you can also become a YouTube member. And you get behind the scenes content. And now you also get early access to videos. I've been posting the videos a day early for Gold and Diamond members. And you also get colored names in the Discord. You get funny little badges. Like, you see Azzy right there? He's got that little badge. Isn't that cool? Bubba's got the badge too. Cancel's got the badge. Don't listen to him talk about not becoming a member. He doesn't know any better. He's lost. You get those emotes too, Pog. Alright, check.